now's among the time where if playoff spots get locked up and stuff, people gonna start sitting starters and things of that nature. So I gotta we're
Sitting
playing
starters,
backups more
sitting starters is nasty, but
and
we're
playing the
here.
backups.
Lock Talk Monday night, and locker room talk is definitely about sports. So we're just discussing our fantasy leagues. Don't mind us, but the real Blur Cartel fantasy, I've been out. I just couldn't deal.
Side, man.
I drafted awful, apparently.
You know,
I don't know.
it
But
just
in,
be
in
that way
another
some
money
years.
league, I am 11-2. Got the bye, chilling. Got Joe Shiesty as my quarterback. Can't go wrong with that. Best wide receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. It's not a debate at this point.
I would still feel it's a debate, but I have no problem with
He
the
has
Miami.
more passing. He has more receiving yards than 5 whole teams. So whatever.
What does that say? That means those 5 teams are ass. Like, please. Like, I'm
I'm
not. I'm
sorry.
not knocking it. Like Justin Jefferson is
Shout out to
was a
Asian
nice.
spot. But
He
we can
is a
start.
really good contender. I'm just saying, like, I tend to try to leave it until the end of the end of the actual season before I
Okay.
just dub you. But
I
like
love how you. I
he's
love how
like
you
right now, I would
start
definitely say he's in the
conflict.
league. He's definitely in the league
You don't
because
have to
Jamar
start
Chase had to take like
conflict.
about 3-4 games off because of the hip injury. So I can definitely put him up there.
Madness. Okay, so we're here. Oh well, you introduce yourself.
What's up? Your boy Monray Hudson, aka Mr. Jingle Her Bell, is in the building tonight on the locker room talk, ready to talk some smack, talk some stuff, talk some snasty things. You know how it be. Let's get it cracking.
Please just be us two. But Megan Thee Stallion, the trial that never ends, or Megan the liar, however you want to perceive
Boy,
her. Tori getting single dad points for bringing his son to court. Very nasty on that one.
boy. Even though
But
somebody did give me a good explanation for that. So
you do what you got to do when you got to do it. But shout out to GGC Mafia, shout out to Overall 99 Media, shout out to BMT Business Mind Talk. If you're watching on those channels, and shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Get the YouTube numbers up. That's all. Like, share, subscribe.
Cube.
But apparently the Party Fontaine, who is Meg Thee Stallion's significant other, is allegedly embarrassed by all these counts of men that are just popping up from her past that she is had dealings with, from the likes of the baby, from the likes of Ben Simmons, from the the Philadelphia
Ben
most hated player,
Simmons, boy.
Ben Simmons. I know she was smashing Ben Simmons, but that's either here or there. I mean,
Boy.
we know Tori smashed, and he's like, I don't know how that worked. She's like maybe 6'2" or
Bruh.
6'1",
You know
but
we
Tori's
all
like,
the same size when we lay down. It
I
don't
know.
matter.
Shout out to Scott Steiner. I love my freaks horizontal, so I get that. Tori with the listen. If you think you don't have a chance, that big booty John you just see at work and just like, no, I ain't got no chance. Tori's like a whole 5'8", hair plugs, light skin, just
Not hair
very.
plugs.
He has hair plugs. I'm not trying to hear. And he pulled Megan Thee Stallion and knocked her down a couple times. You have a chance. So that's all I'm
Not
saying.
only did he pull her, let's go ahead and talk about the messy part. He pulled her while smashing the best friend. Best friend got sick. Once he got sick,
BMT will be
he
on.
slide
Relax. I'm
in.
sorry we're not entertaining enough for you, but BMT will be on later. I just hit it. I hit him. I hit him with the hit him. But continue what you're saying.
I mean, bro, you already know, like, bro, he slid in. No, I said she slid in on my boy supposedly when Kelsey was out sick. Kelsey was like, okay, I'm sick. I think she had like the thing of 2020, try to keep that away from YouTube. So I think she
COVID?
had it. So, took a little minute, like, let me go down. Next thing Megan supposedly slid in, like, hey, this stallion right here for D Road. And it takes a strong brother to, forget all that. I don't blame him. I forget all that BS. So, it just supposedly it just happened. Man. I'm just like, man.
Allegedly
They
just
cutthroat out here.
having. Then there's a bodyguard missing and all this other stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Whatever. Megan's rocking a beautiful purple suit, coming in looking like Darkwing Duck. I
Oh
appreciate
my
it.
gosh.
But The question is, if you get into a relationship, right, and you find out your girl's pop-ups from the past are a little more staggering than you thought they were. This nigga, that nigga, none of those. Are just like, would you feel some type of way? Just like, oh, you fucked him, you fucked him, you fucked him, you fucked him. I'm just like, now I know cheating shit, but it's just like, oh, that where's your standards at? You know what I mean? And we look at Meg's thing is the baby. Now, allegedly it's the baby. Allegedly it's Ben Simmons. Allegedly it's another nigga. Well, I'm not gonna say allegedly. It is Tory, but you know, Mr. Party Fontaine, are you content in your relationship, knowing that that's her past? And you know, from a popular hoodie line I've read, it's like, don't trip over things that's behind you. So maybe the party needs to read that little saying and chill off that, you know. But Mr. Murray, would you feel some type of way?
Bruh, I think the main thing is, like I already told you, I ain't for those kind of surprises. I'm really not up for those kind of surprises. Like, if I got an expectation, like normally we talk about body count, like you either of the mindset of you don't want to know whatever happened in the past is in the past so long as it doesn't hurt your future, or you of the mindset of just give me a ballpark, or just let me know if it's above 5, let me know if it's above 10 or something like that. Normally that's the ballpark you want when we're talking about the body count. Like normally what you go, it's either you don't want to know or you want to know around the amount or something like that, because you know ain't no real way to get the full amount. But for me, or at least for brothers, it ain't so much the how many, it's really the who. Like the Ben Simmons one threw me. I can't even lie. Like the Ben Simmons, my man,
The Ben Simmons one was crazy.
I don't know when. I don't know if it was during when he was sitting out for the most of the year, or like when he was that bad playoff run. You know, he might have been down on, like, next thing you know, ran up on a party like, hey, you know, that the stallion to get you back in your game. Next thing you know, you can rebel against the team. Screw Doc Rivers. All that. It might have gave him what he needed. It might have been during that year. Won't necessarily know when.
But I think with the May, it's like a lapse. It's like you see her in the lunchroom, bigging up the nerds, probably running with her Naruto arms behind her back, you know, stuff like that. And then it excels into whopping and all the other hits that she does have.
Whopping.
So I'm just like, when did the glow up happen to where you're fucking regular niggas from the block, allegedly, and then you're just fucking these celebrities, and then you end up with the Party Fontaine, like that was a Negro savior for you, because you can't call Tory, her because Tory did you so bad. I mean,
so now you're calling her like Sierra Russell Future situation. That's what you're calling in that. That's what you're calling in that, man. That's the Sierra Russell Future situation. You know, Megan was getting done wrong by Tory, and she run the Partisan Fontaine. That's what you're calling it now, man. That's what
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the lapse, and just like there was a lapse there to where she just niggas dicking it down allegedly. So the baby said he fucked.
Yeah, he made a rap song about it, and she didn't care about that.
So there's no conflict, no conflict diamonds about that. So we could just say he did for the most part. This Ben Simmons one was just like, you let this Australian nigga that can't fucking dunk the basketball, just like dig up in you. Allegedly.
He light skinned. It worked. He light skinned. He signed that contract. Next thing you know, you in the parties. Next thing you know, you in the yams. That's how it works. But bro, like, not saying anything for Megan. That's how it works sometimes. Not just for Megan or anything of that nature. But either way.
Now I don't think men should be asking girls their body count. You should just be content and just knowing you got her. But it's just these niggas to start popping up like, oh, you fucked him, you fucked him, you fucked him, you fucked him. It'll start weighing on you, just like, damn, then why the fuck are you with me? If you just let all these niggas hit and I'm in a committed relationship with you.
Bruh, like I told you, it's the one, like, it ain't so much who, but just I think the worst part for him was that he had to be, we ain't gonna necessarily know, but we know he had to be out there defending her. Like, hey, My girl say she ain't smashed Tory. Y'all gonna lay up off her, bro. My girl say she ain't did all that, bro. Lay up off her, man. And to go, and she did the interview. She did the interview. You gotta remember, she went on the interview, had tears
Gail
and
Kim with
everything.
the Gail crying.
She went on that interview, bro. Like everything. She was like I did not do those things with. I did not have that kind of relationship with Tory. Next thing you know, we go up in court. Yeah, he was up there smacking the yams. And not to mention, she not only she tell how she told the fact that she slid in, she double crossed the best friend. She waited till best friend was sick, slid in herself. So it's not only the fact that she lied, most likely to a boyfriend, lied most likely, to national media, because Moses said national media was like, no, I did not have a relationship with Tory. She even had to go and how dirty it was that she slid in like this. So now city girls, I guess we out here winning
fake
like that.
crying in court.
We sliding in on best friends dudes, they treat us like crap. I guess that's how we doing the city girl like that.
Make this time. Listen, and then if you figure out if your girl had nigga tendencies, that is crazy. I'm waiting till my best friend is sick, slide in the DMs, get yoked up.
Like, that's crazy. Get yoked up, don't say nothing. Like, either way, like, if you're the boyfriend, yeah, you got to feel some type of way about that. Because, like I said, he had to be out there defending it. He had to be out there and be like, my girl ain't did nothing. And next come out in court, nigga clapped up and we hooked up like did da. He had to be just sitting there like, bruh, I done put my name out here. These rappers finna be making songs. Drake finna make a single about me now. He finna be like, yo, your boy Partisan up. He finna make a rap lyric about him now on the next mixtape. It's crazy, my boy. Man, he'll be like, I was exposed like Partisan was when he found out Macon was slapped up by Tory. You already know.
And we throwing shots BNT and you ain't show up though live. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't know about that, but either way, I was like, but he got to feel some type of way. He got to be like, bro, I done put my name out here. I done defended you. You could have at least told me. You could have at least told me.
Party by the fight, Tory.
Warn me, man. Warn me. You guys be looking like, bro, you ain't even warn me. Like that. That's how I gotta find out. I gotta find out through court. You can't even tell your nigga that, hey, yeah, on the slide, let me go ahead and let you know. Like, I slid in Tory, why Kelsey was out. Like, you couldn't even be real with the nigga. God damn, bro. I'm gonna feel some type of way. If my girl ever pulls some kind of mess like that, like, hey, so I know I told you that I didn't smash Benny down the block. I know I told you, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you know now. Yeah, like we.
But I'll have this now. Back in my treacherous days, it didn't really matter who she was with, whoever the case may be, or who she smashed. If I wanted it, I wanted it. That's just back in the treacherous days. Do you think it's bitch made to just be like, ask a nigga, yo, did you smash her? Or just like, you talking to a girl and you just confirming that she ain't smashing none of the homies. Do you think it's like kind of like bitch made, just like, yo, you smash, or how is she, or did she get out like that? Just like, what I mean? So
we're asking details from the homies.
I mean,
bro, what we doing out here? Who asking details from? Now let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean. You don't really ask details from the homies, like not like that. You asking like, hey, is there something I need to know about Shawty in the negative form?
But if you're trying to smash, you're not trying to. You don't care. You just trying to smash. But if that,
if you don't care, then you might be like, hey, you might be like, hey, yo. If you and your niggas are like that, to where y'all share females, then you might be like, hey, yo, fam, like, Shawty, what good on Shawty over there? Has stepped on your lane, what you done heard, what you done did, oh yeah, Shawty, yeah, that brain, bro, like she got some good knowledge on her family. Like, man, that's all I need to know. Like, yeah, that shit does happen. But only on hoes. I'm real, only on hoes. You only do that shit for hoes. You don't do that shit on a female you really serious. On a female you really serious about, most times, 9 times out of 10, you ain't even fucking with you. If a homeboy fuck with her, most times you don't fuck with a period, point blank. Anyway, so the only time that ever comes up when you fucking with hoes. When you fucking with hoes, all bets off most of the time, because most time you don't really give a shit about the hoes. But other than that, shout out to Jeffrey. Like, most time, if you fucking with hoes, fine. All bets are really off. But if anything above a hoe, like if you do homeboy, if he was with her at least for 2 weeks, something, most time you shutting that off automatically. Like she gotta be bad. She gotta be bad for a nigga to really be like, yeah, I know Cam. You know, Cam was with her for about 6 months, but like, bruh, like she been looking good recently, fam. Like I might have to take some. Most niggas ain't finna go down that route. Like, nah, fam, you don't do that kind of shit. But like, if she's just a random hoe, hey, yo, Cam.
Not no random hoe, but you try to make her your
She
girl.
gotta be a hoe. Like,
You
can't be like, she can't be something serious. She gotta be like on
if
like
you try to make her
level.
your girl, who are you pressing to get the facts?
If you trying to take care of your girl.
No, you try to make her your girl, and just like you try to press a nigga to get the facts. It's like, yo, what's up with her? Like she been around.
Like,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying?
like if before you make anything, most time before you get even serious in there, you
Peace
just
and
asking
blessings.
for the rumors. Like he's like, hey, yo, fam, have you heard anything about Shawty? You heard she done fuck with
That's
any
what
niggas?
I'm
Like,
asking. Is it bitch made to just ask that from another man?
no, like we share information, just like women share information. Like women share information about dude. Like, hey, you know, like you know something about buddy.
No.
Like,
Hold on. Women volunteer information.
I mean, yeah, that shit too. But like, we all know, like, girls roll up, be like, "Oh yeah, I heard you got all the hoes. I heard you be around X, Y, and Z." Da, 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 da. I ain't even talked to you yet. Like, how you hear this shit? So of course they share information. So yes, it's not bad for a nigga to be like, but most niggas ain't really just finna go too deep. They just finna be like, "Hey, yo, fam, what you done heard about Shawty over there, man? Like anything I need to know, any red flags, any crazy shit?" And they be like, "Oh yeah, you know, she talking to old boy up in
The best shit
old
is
boy up in the food court."
the best shit is just like, oh, I heard about you, huh?
Just what do you mean? Like, what the fuck you mean? Like you done heard about that? That'd be like, you know, oh, I heard about you. Oh,
I heard about you.
Here we go again. That'd be the one. Oh, I heard about you. Here we go again. So like that's fine. But if we it ain't been made. Cause most times, like you just want to know. Most times niggas just really want to know red flags. Like, hey, yo, fam, there anything I need to know about Shawty before I go shoot this shot?
No, because niggas sometimes turn the Stabler from fucking SVU, just like dun, just like, yo, I need to know.
Look, it ain't that serious a lot of times. Like, look, have you heard anything? I need to know any crazy niggas, any crazy exes, any catches, stuff she done got, something like that. Any nasty things. Like if you ain't heard nothing, no news is good news most times. That's all how to go. If you ain't heard nothing, it's mostly fine. Or at least
no news is definitely good news.
Like it's good. It's new territory if you ain't heard nothing. That's normally how that goes. You ain't heard nothing.
Is that the hood background check for getting a girl?
Yeah. Hey, yo, fam, what you heard about her? Bro, man, take your workplace for it. Just take the workplace.
Our workplace is terrible.
Like the workplace is the perfect example of this. Like workplace, soon man, you ain't gotta work there. Fresh out of orientation. Hey, yo, bro, what you know about Shout up there at the self checkout line? Oh, her? Oh, bro, let me tell you a little bit about her, man. So like she been here for like about a year. Whatever. She talked to one old boy that was in tour
with the shout out to the Walmart cashiers with the
I ain't gonna speak on them. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's like orientation fresh out of. Hey, yo, bro, what you heard about Shawty over there?
I ain't never seen a Walmart cashier woman with a flat ass, but that's black. I'm just saying.
Want a flat ass?
I know. Hear what I said? I said I never seen a Walmart cashier woman that's black with a flat ass. So just saying. So they got it. It gotta be something in them little hood chronicles for her. Allegedly.
Right, fam. But let's just be real with it. If she work at self checkout, she'd have been shots have been fired somewhere down there.
Shots have been fired.
Shots have been fired if she work at self checkout. I'm just telling you right now. If she work at self checkout, somebody is shooting shots over there, trying to get that 3 in there. I'm just telling you now. If she work at self checkout, if she work at self checkout, she work at the customer service, all that kind of stuff. Oh, the warehouse? Oh, fam, let's not. You don't even want to go down the warehouse.
Listen, no, hold on. If you work at a warehouse, you don't smash no chicks that work in a warehouse. It will not be a secret. It will not be nothing. You're asking for your business to get told.
The location, like, look, where you work at don't really matter. Like, if you see a coworker that you attracted to, brother, shots is gonna get fired. It don't matter if it's a workplace. It don't matter if it's a fast food restaurant. It don't matter if it's self checkout. It don't matter none of that, bro. Like, shots get fired Either you gonna load up your chamber or you gonna put the gun down. Oh, my bad, that's the wrong shot. Either you gonna if you gonna dribble the ball for forever in a day and get the traveling
You
violation,
gonna hit
or
the
you gonna
three,
shoot
or you
that
gonna?
mug. You either gonna be Kobe or you gonna be Ben Simmons. You taking the shot or not? That's what we talking about here. And only one of them made it through the playoffs.
Well, hey, Ben Simmons took the shot on May, I guess.
Hey, that's crazy though. my man said, I ain't got to take no shot on the court. I'm just saying, behind these doors, when I have to work out my back or something like that, I'm just letting you know, I find my way to these parties, like
and then it turns into a yellow bucket situation.
You know it. But I'm just like, man.
In the yellow bucket situations is a good for business situation.
But we ain't trying to do business when we trying to make pleasure. Like we ain't worried about that. When you're trying to get pleasure, you ain't worried about the business place. Warehouse don't matter. Completely. If you work at a warehouse, this how you know. This how you know. If you gotta know if you're dealing with somebody that go through their warehouse. If they know the camera blind spots, that lets you know right there. They dangerous. They know the camera blind spots in the warehouse. It's over with. They let you know right there. They've been around somewhere. They let you know. If they know where to find the broom closet that nobody ever go into, they let you know. But the warehouse, boy, please. Not the warehouse. The warehouse is over with. It's over with.
Get some knowledge in the little closet area.
Boy, let them lights go out one time. Overtime? What you mean?
One time for the one time.
Hey, it's crazy, man. This man's don't believe him. If you are attracted to a coworker, bro, shoot your shot. Because if you don't believe somebody else will, whether it be a customer or an employee or even your boss. Because we don't care about management lines when it comes.
Well, don't fuck your coworkers. That's the bottom line.
Lies.
Okay. Hollywood Sensei, Panda Sensei is here, Megan Thee Stallion stand here. So, how you feel about your girl's body count that just keeps going up?
I mean, I don't care.
Well, there you go. That's why he's a stand for a reason. He doesn't care.
When it comes to Megan Thee Stallion, at least.
I mean, Meg she could screw anybody she wants to, including myself.
He's added himself into the equation.
As far as
proper math.
As far as Partisan Fontaine goes, you should know your girl. You hear her music. So, if my girl is known for being sexually active and then I find out that
she ends up being sexually active.
Yeah, I found out that she is sexually active. Why would I be mad? I know that about you already.
But it's but you gotta be like Ben Simmons, really?
Yeah, the Ben Simmons thing is wild. I don't know where Ben came from and all this. Yeah, I don't know how Ben fits into all this. But
my boy found time, man. He found time.
If Ben Simmons was hitting that, good for him. At least he was doing something with his life.
Ben Simmons, the baby.
Tory Lane.
The Tory one is the worst one. Cause
worse than Ben? Oh, well, the way
we don't know about Ben Simmons till now. It took court docs to figure out Ben Simmons. So that's a good secret to hold. The Tory one is shit. They've been out public. They took public pictures, and he just barely reaches the back of her calf at some points when he's pumping something in these pictures.
We all the same.
I go back to the height, the hair. I go back to the height, the hair plugs, the light skinness, the bad jump.
All the same
bad
size.
Jumper.
Lay down, fam. It don't even matter.
And the corner Scott Snyder. I like my freeze horizontal. That's all that matters.
It don't matter. We all lay down. It don't matter. Some find its way into a whole place, another place, and it all works. Apparently, that's what we're going with. Shoot. Tell me, I ain't afraid to knock down a tree. Call me Tarzan.
I get that.
Call me Tarzan. I don't give a fuck, man. Let me stop. Well, I mean, like I said, it's a bit shocking. Like I said, if you partisans, like, hey, at this point, yeah, you can just be in back. Like I said, he was probably out there defending her. Probably out there just like, hey, my girl ain't did this, fam. Y'all gonna stop doing that. He might have gotten a couple fights over her. Like, man, he'd have had to fight with Marvel and Disney. Like, Disney, my girl ain't like that, man. It's just lyrics. It's just that stuff. Man, she ain't about that action. And so, you like, well, hey, yo, Disney, that cameo, like your next She-Hulk 2 movie, bro.
Not the Disney cameo.
It's like at that point, like, are you? Well, I mean, like, I don't know how serious their relationship is. Just be honest. I don't know whether it's just like a regular celebrity relationship where they'll be together for.
I would think it'll be for real.
I mean, I'm just saying I don't really know if they're for real. Like, if it's gonna be one where, like, okay, we here for a time, and then just we'll go our separate ways. Probably eventually somebody will rap about somebody else. So, we'll find our ways, or they're gonna try to take this thing like ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Just, boy, that's wild. That's wild right there. And them only three. I wonder why them three had to come out though. Like, what in court documents needed to you to explain that you were smashing Ben Simmons? Like the baby, fine, that's in the song. No, we get that. Tory Lanez, that's obvious. Why Ben Simmons had to come out? Was he somewhere in the timeline? He's like, well, like right after Kelsey and right after Tory Lanez, when she got back, I had to occupy my time. I just so happened to be in Philadelphia. I was at somebody else's concert. He was there. Like, did that kind of did they just find time and like that? Like, how does that work? How do they
hire Perry Mason, hire Columbo, hire fucking Conan, hire Sherlock Holmes, hire Joey Greco. We just need to figure out how did this Ben Simmons thing happen?
Like, make it make sense for me. Like, being like, I got to respect you, but I'm still confused. Like, make it make sense, fam. Like,
yeah, Ben Simmons being added in this whole equation confuses me. Like, it just felt like that was a name that was just thrown out there for just to be thrown out there purposes. Like, but then again, I don't know. It could be true because Ben Simmons, was he dating a Jenner? So he may be linked to this.
Probably had a whole joint, but that's a whole different starting lineup. So the question was, if your girl had just random pop-up, just like, I know you're not gonna ask what's your body count, but it's just like random niggas just like popping up, just like, oh, I hit. Is it just in the past and it don't matter, or is it just like, like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, what were you doing?
I'm gonna keep it a bit. It really don't matter. It only matters in this one scenario for me, this one instance for me. If your girl lied previously and said, none of these niggas did anything. Like, if she just lied to you and said, no, we never had sex. We was just.
So basically, like Megan.
Yeah. If she Megan Thee Stallion, which is, I'm sorry to say. But if she go about it that way, then it's like, all right, come on now, because you could have just told me the truth. Could have just told the truth. That's all. Like, we live in the age of sexual liberation anyway. So might as well just go ahead, keep it a bean. As my boy Playboy Cardi once said, I need to know how many guys you fucked in this room.
What?
Just tell me whose dick you sucked in this room.
Yikes!
That's what Playboy Cardi said. So just tell me, keep it a bean with me. Just let me know, like,
what
I have sex with you. Like, in the grand scheme of things, does it matter? Hell no, because you the one smashing at the point in time, and I've said on this show several times that I like experienced pussy. So, if you was fucking, that's cool. That just means you know how to fuck. But don't be out here lying. Don't be out here lying saying you wasn't fucking when I know you was fucking. just keep it a bean with me. I mean, that's all. You'll go further. I mean, it costs way less to keep it a bean than it costs to be fraudulent. That's all I'm
A man is gonna be like, look, I'm finna lay out this list of rappers and this list of basketball stars, and I just need you to put a check mark next to the ones that you have had relations with. So I need to know who
Put a
games
blue mark on
not
that.
to go to, and I need to know who rap albums to not buy and who concerts to
saying.
avoid. Just
Just
let
let me
me
know.
know that. That's all a man say.
Cause the rapper gonna say every rapper always say I had your girl. You know what I mean? So it's like I need to know which one of these rappers is telling the truth now. Cause like, you know what I mean? It's always a line saying I had your baby mama, I had your girl doing this. So you know what I mean, listen, if you are the aforementioned girl that he had, then you might as well just, give up that tape. Let it be known. So I don't be surprised. Like, oh damn, you fucked this nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, just
So,
Of course, that's what we
divulge.
think.
but with
Divulge.
that, in terms of, are you simping by keeping your girl healthy? I mean, not healthy, happy. Just, if she's mad, you just going all out your way just to make sure she's I guess good, or just like, even if it's her fault, just like you just gonna go out your way to make sure your girl's not unhappy. Is that simping behavior, or just like, it is what it is. We just gonna be mad at each other. That's normal. We'll work it out when we work it out. Or you just gonna go out your way, whether it's your fault, her fault, some of the niggas or a chick's fault. You gonna make sure your girl's happy. Spoiler, whatever the case may be.
I'm not gonna say it's simping, you know what I mean? Because you wanna keep your girls happy. Like, you know what I mean, that's wild for you to say simping. But is it simping when you know that she's wrong as fuck and you just enabling the hell out of that wrong behavior? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that just means you're not man enough or just adult enough to tell this person that you fucking up out here. Like, you know what I mean? And regardless of me telling her she fucking up gonna make her mad or not, if she knows if she know if she need to know that she's fucking up, then you as her man should have the 100% leeway to tell her. You know what I mean? You're her man. Like, I mean, she should value what the fuck you have to say. You know what I mean? She should value your opinion. If you really her man, you know what I mean, you should be able to say those things. But if you're one of those passive aggressive ass niggas that can't express themselves, you know what I mean, then yeah, you know what I mean, it's gonna be a problem. But just enabling the behavior is bad. Like, I wouldn't, that's the worst part about it. Like, just cause even if your girl wrong and you still gonna forget, you know what I mean, you still gonna try everything in your power to make her feel like she not. No, I'm gonna tell you, like, bitch, you wrong. Like, the fuck. Like, I mean, if you wrong in a situation and you piss me the fuck off, I'm not doing everything to make you happy. What the hell? No. Yeah, I mean, you gonna be grown about the situation. You apologize for the shit that you did, and you gonna be accountable for the bullshit that you did. I'm not.
I'll ask this though. I'll ask this. Just for both of y'all. When the last time a girl apologized to you for being wrong? You didn't have to argue it. She volunteered the apology.
I've had that
I
happen.
didn't have to argue. Oh, that's a while. I'm sorry.
I've
I
had
was
that
about to say just
happen several
period.
times. I mean, mature women exist that actually hold
I'm
themselves
just
accountable.
saying.
It's happened to me recently. That's all I'm gonna say.
She came up to you, said, "I apologize. I was wrong." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
had
okay, I guess
had no problem admitting that I was wrong in this, in this situation, and I apologize.
All right,
It's very
Monterey. When the
easy.
last time
I guess
a
I can
girl?
admit, yeah. If I can add that apology in that scenario, then yeah, it was recent, but it wasn't like it was like half-assed. So I'm just like, yeah,
Salute to Tyrone.
Yeah, so
Yeah, if
like,
it's half-assed, then it's like, all right now.
yeah, but to give a little bit of clarity, there was a little status that we happened to come across. I'll be so honored as to read it. The status just simply said, "Call me what you want, but your queen is supposed to be your soft spot. You shouldn't be treating her like you treat everyone else. If my girl is upset, then I'm doing whatever to fix it. I don't care if she's wrong or being overly emotional. It's about fixing a problem that's bothering her, not convincing her that she should change how she feels. Hashtag respectfully." Now, I'm aware that my guy Hollywood Sensei said that is not simping. Just in that way. I will be so glad to say that it is. You damn right it's simple. Yes, it is. Because like we're not finna bullshit around. Like I'm not finna sit here and feed your motherfucking ego. I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh baby, no worry, they was wrong up there. They was wrong for you cussing them out and throwing the freaking hot dogs all over the place because you didn't feel like fixing
Hot
that
dog.
dude something because he did your friend wrong. Yeah,
You think
they
it's
was
Glizzy?
wrong for that. Baby, they were wrong for firing you because you messed up Shawty head because you saw that she made a status about you on Facebook and you decided to fuck with her a little bit. Yeah, they were wrong, baby. They should have let you get their revenge. Fuck no. Like I'm not gonna sit here and just advocate for that stupid bullshit. Or I'm not gonna be like, baby, whatever's wrong, and I know you wrong, or whatever's wrong, even if you're being overly emotional. No, like we are
Yeah,
grown
no, we
for the
ain't
most
doing
part. We grown adults for the most part. I'm not gonna sit here and just egg you on or feed your ego. That could be some shit I'm gonna have to deal with later because it's almost like a child. Why I'm gonna sit here and spoil you now so much when I know that that's gonna be a problem or make a problem worse later on? Because then all of a sudden that shit can come around on me. It's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, no, like, nah, baby, you were wrong for like how you treated me. We were sitting up in church and you decided to hit me upside my head when I didn't turn to the right Bible verse for you. No, like I'm not gonna sit here and start this bullshit. That is simping behavior because any
that's
kind of
abuse.
behavior where you get to the point that pleasing a woman or pleasing her feelings takes more priority than your own feelings or your own
Yeah,
self-worth, that is
that's
simping
simple.
behavior.
Yeah, that's simple.
That's a failure. That's a failure on simping behavior. That's a failure on manhood. That's a failure on your own self-worth. Like, no, that's bullshit. Like we past enabling. That is simping behavior. And that's every kind of enabling, simping, failure, self-worth, dependency on them, and validation you finding in them and how they feel. No, screw all that. I ain't finna go that bull. That kind of mentality be killing me sometimes. Like, I don't care if she wrong. That's my queen. Yeah, my baby can be my queen. That's fine. But a queen also know when she wrong and when she does. Like, what a good queen do? A good queen will realize just like a good king will. When they lead they people wrong and they do people wrong, they make it right. Like, good kings and good queens have humility. That's the freak they got. They got humility, but we ain't gonna talk about that part. Everybody just want to be a king. Everybody want to be a
is the new
queen.
word for this today.
Freaking humility. Everybody want to be a king. Everybody want to be a queen. Everybody want to run shit, but everybody don't know the first thing about leadership. Man, please, like,
Yeah, no.
if you come around that word with me, queen, I'm tell you right now, you done fucked up already. Like, queen,
that whole Justin LeBoy post, because that's what it stems from. This topic. I mean, that whole statement to me was rooted in pandering.
Yeah.
I mean, like I get it. Like if you have a girlfriend, wife, whatever, she should be a soft spot, and you should, as a man, want to make her happy. I mean, and want to alleviate whatever stress she's going through. But when it comes to the point that she's wrong, I mean, she's wrong, and you just enable this shit, then yeah, you're creating a monster. You know what I mean? That you're gonna have to deal with at the end of the day. And
You
I mean,
have fun dealing with it too.
like that's a headache you do not want to give yourself. Like, I mean, so stand up for yourself. I mean, care about your own mental health because I know for a fact I'm the type of person I don't like. I mean, bad energy around me. I mean, I just don't like the shit. So if my girl upset and I can feel the shit because I'm empathic, I mean, I'm going to do whatever I can to make her feel better. But if she mad because of some shit she did to herself and she was wrong for, I'm not enabling that behavior. I mean, I'm gonna explain to her like, yo, you gotta change this shit. Like, you gotta get that together. Like, And I would want the same thing for me. Like, don't be out here sugarcoating bullshitting me. Like, if I'm out here fucking up and I need to get my shit together, you as my woman, you have every right to say, like, yo, step that shit up, bruh. Like, you drawn. Like, don't enable it. Because the more you enable it, just the more this shit's gonna happen. That shit's never gonna stop.
Yeah,
Like,
enabling it leads to damaging behavior, and then damaging behavior is most likely irreversible because they're so content with it. So,
right. And it's not all about the apologies either. The best apology is changing your behavior. You know what I mean? So if you know you out here drawing, you don't gotta give me a bunch of I'm sorry. Just change the shit. Like, that's all
now
you
is shout out to One Republic. It's too late to apologize.
got. Yeah, it's too late. The best apology is always gonna be changed behavior. That lets the person know that you're actively putting in the work to change what they ask you to change. Like,
Am
I
I still
mean,
my age saying One Republic?
you can say I'm sorry all day. You know what I mean? That shit don't mean nothing.
What's up with it?
Hello.
Hello to the new year.
Like
Hello.
that'd be the one that I'll tell you like a little small peeve. Like it's just say, okay, no matter if my girl wrong or whatever, she feels some type of way, I'm gonna make it right. Cool. Let's take the regular example for that. Let's say y'all at a restaurant. She don't like the waiter. Oh, you already know how this finna go. She don't like the waiter. She feels some type of way. She disrespect waiter. Well, I'm gonna let you know right now. That's a straight up little pet peeve of mine. Don't disrespect people that's trying to serve you and doing a good job there. Cause I know how that shit goes. Man, please. And then you want to be don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch to the waiter and some shit like that just because you feeling some type of way. I don't like how you put my plate down in front of me. I don't like how much seasoning on this shit. I don't like my drink. My drink ain't fizzy enough. But
hold on. So hold on.
Boy,
when your order's wrong, your girl gonna be the first one to step up. He ain't asked for pickles, okay?
Yeah, that is true.
Your ass ain't doing it.
All that ain't even necessary. First, see, that's what you this is what you know. Like I understand that some ratchetness is necessary in today's world, but you don't start off with that. If you're like, okay, I ain't order pickles, like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. He didn't order pickles on this. Can he get a different order? Then if the waitress go sideways, that's when you pull out the ratchet. Be like, hey, yo, hey, said he didn't want no motherfucker. Fine, cool. Don't start out with. See, that's why I gotta let you know. You gotta know what kind of girl you're dealing with. If she can be classy at first and then got the ratchet in the back, cool. We straight on it. It's all you need, but you don't need the ratchet up front. If she gotta be ratchet up front, like if she walking up in the, I ain't never been in this kind of place or whatever. I hope they know how to sizzle my fit and all that kind of. Oh, you fucking up already. I hope they know how to put some seasoning on this. You know, white folks don't know how to put no seasoning on some shit. Don't come with that kind of cross stuff in the restaurant.
If the energy's like that, dinner's already ruined. Cause like it's like, damn, I'm trying to eat. You didn't piss me off already. They didn't bring the appetizers out. They didn't bring my glass of water out. This motherfucking you already talking about some. They better not do this. Well, why you come? You know what I mean?
Oh,
what restaurant y'all at?
Like, god damn, you in here.
You have to be seated.
Cheesecake Factory.
Somewhere you gotta be seated. Oh, don't let it be one of them that you can roll up and be like, I don't like how that waitress was looking at you. We might have to go request another waitress or something like that. She just took my drink order. What are we doing? Right. She smiled at you. Like, what the fuck? Like, man.
Now, unless the waitress is like overly flirting and drawn, you know what I mean, being just blatantly disrespectful to your girl, then all right. Because you know there is some instances that happen. And there'd be a waiter who's trying way too hard to make your girl laugh or some shit. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
oh, don't crack no jokes.
You think you was going to get a tip? Now you out here trying to beat Kevin Hart and Eddie Murphy and shit. Nah, you fucked yourself, brother.
Hey, that's a funny one right there. So like, if a waiter comes up and he doing like some ha jokes for your girl, and your girl laughing at him all ha, which one of them is more wrong?
Oh yeah, my girl definitely. Why you out here cackling like that? You know what I mean? Crazy. He ain't that funny for you to be cackling. I ain't laughed not one time, and you over here side hurting, you slapping your knee and all this other shit. Like, nah. I'm gonna ask you, like, is y'all fucking? Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe
you laughing a little bit too hard right now. Like, I mean, I've been telling jokes all day. You ain't say shit. Now, this nigga.
Baby, I just
Hold on. Relax, my guy.
Like, no, like you out here just cackling for this
It
guy.
was funny, man. He just said something about some cabbage. That shit wasn't funny. What
Right,
the fuck
that shit wasn't no damn funny, man.
See,
You got
see,
too much.
now
You
we
got
gotta
too
go.
much chip on your dip over there. Relax.
Right,
Oh
don't
boy.
too much dip on your chip, dude. Slow it down, brother.
Oh boy. Now we gotta go over restaurant etiquette when you're going on the dates with like, yeah, no extra flirt, no ha laughing
No,
at the
it ain't
freaking
about
waitress.
that. We just gotta get back to basics. It's just like, what are we doing? What are you
Listen,
doing?
I like my girls to be. Yeah, I mean, I don't like them to be mean, but I like them to be not mean to me, but mean to other people. Like, you know what I mean, like if you my woman, you ain't supposed to be all super approachable and niggas feel comfortable to be all jokey and shit with you. No,
I
you
feel what he's
supposed to,
saying. Your RBF should be showing at all
your
times.
energy
Yeah,
say,
that good old resting bitch face. That's what he wants.
I get
Resting
all this
is
from my
always,
man. I don't need this from you. Like
always
that's the
resting
type
bitch
of
face.
energy you should be giving off. Like
See, that
that's
one we gotta bring it
definitely
back to male friends. So your girl can't be overly friendly to people. She got to have the
no,
RBF,
You
the
gotta
because
resting
relax.
bitch
because
face.
we as men know how men are. The moment a nigga that don't get no ass feel like a woman is being nice to him or she laughing at his jokes and all that other shit, now he feel like, oh, she like me. Like, you know what I mean? So you know what's gonna happen after that.
Now I
He
can
gonna
stalk her.
start he gonna start trying his hand because now he think, oh, she laughed at my jokes. She have these conversations with me intensely and all that, so she must like me. Not knowing like, all right, she's just really a friendly person, and that's just how she, that's how she operates. But you know what I mean, a lot of dudes don't know how to differentiate between you being friendly or, I mean, I'm attracted, like being attracted to somebody. Like, I mean, and it's like, nah. My
The,
thing is, don't
you're doing too much is a silver lining.
don't put yourself in those situations where a nigga feel like, I mean, now he got a chance with you. Like, I mean, you should have never been in that situation in the first place because you should have never been. I mean,
Never put your man in a situation where they're on the 2K court and the waiter's like, I'm next. Like, whoa.
God dang. Like, so I guess we gotta talk, like we gotta break it down. So like now if you are considering wifing a girl that is very friendly, now we gotta point out the red flags when it comes to very friendly. Because there are a lot of women that generally, ascribe themselves to be very friendly people. Cool, cool. Got no problem with you being friendly, being relatively nice, but you got to know where to cut the line in. Like, that ain't none of this. Oh, I just gave him my number, so like, I just wanted to be nice. I just gave him my number, so he'll leave me alone. Nah, you gotta know where to cut that line at, fellas. If she like, I just give my number. Nah. If she don't know how to cut the line, you got a problem right there. Cause she overly friendly, dude's gonna be able to slide in them cracks just cause they friendly. Oh, I know something about like that relationship problem that y'all got. Oh, he don't trust you. I know how that goes, baby. Like soon as dudes see a little chink in the armor, that's when they in there. So a lot of times, if you in that relationship, you gotta have the wall, to cut the line a lot of places. I know
right.
sometimes people don't really want to hear that, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta do that. You got to do it. When Megan say that, hey, Megan apparently Megan was like, hey,
Megan's in the
it ain't even
streets.
Megan.
That's what she's doing. She ain't saying nothing.
Kelsey
She's in the
thought that she
streets.
could trust her. That's what they ended up being. Kelsey thought I can trust Megan, around them or whatever. I can trust that I can go and be sick for a little bit and Megan ain't gonna try nothing. Apparently, they ain't get that memo. Megan was like, I don't really give a damn. So, it's just unfortunate, just so overly friendly, we just doing business. We making a rap album. Yeah, that's what we in the studio. We just making the album right quick. Y'all in the studio, it's so loud up in there, man. Like, what we mean? It's so loud up in there. We loud up in there. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. We just making an album. It's a mixtape. We putting it on repeat. That's what all this slapping is. We putting it on repeat, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's on repeat. Don't worry about it. Like, what you got is, but like, boy, that overly friendly stuff, boy, that is what it is. What we be making up? Oh, you talking about us? Well, like, let me think about it. Cause I'm just saying, like, when it comes to women, cause I know we know how men are. When it comes to dudes, I would say are more willing to just cross the line. Like more dudes know the line that they should keep women away from, just period point blank. Not I can be being that most dudes just automatically know. Like, all right, but I know how far I can let a girl get close to me, or like whether it's by text message, in person, phone, work. Most dudes automatically know, okay, this is the line that she do not need to cross. And it seems like a lot of times women, because they're friendly, don't necessarily know that line when it comes to men, because there can be men that can be legitimately be friendly. There can be men that can just trying to slide their way in, or somewhere in between. So it can get a lot more gray. So like it's more like a woman has to find that line. Dudes, they know the line. And it just matters of whether they choose to let that line get crossed or not.
Both sides.
Let's shout out Sugar Bum real quick with the infinity weaves in her profile pic. We appreciate that.
Shout out to the infinity weaves.
See, I would be nice to actually try to like give the right question. Y'all jumping on there.
No, but that's for both men and women. You should know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sitting here saying that people can't be friendly with people. You know what I mean? Because you can. But as Monray said, you got to know how to toe the line. You know what I mean? You can't be, you know what I mean? You can't be like, neither one, me or my significant other, should not have questions like, are you involved with this person in any type of way? Because of how y'all interact with each other.
Allegedly, she has Ben Simmons, the baby, Tory. Yeah,
allegedly. I mean, we using the word allegedly. Like, we ain't saying that that's what it is. It's just alleged.
But the main thing we were talking about, Sugar Bump, is like it's not necessarily like the amount of bodies. It's not really the main problem. The problem is like she lied specifically, especially about Tory. She lied and said she did not have that kind of relationship with him. And only as it comes out like, oh, well, yeah, she did that. Not only did she do that, but she slid in like when Kelsey was him and Kelsey was actually together, and she slid in when Kelsey went and got sick. So that's like, that's what started this conversation. Like, okay, the line that you crossed, being friendly, all this kind of stuff. That's where it came down from. So it's not necessarily like the amount of bodies. It's more along the lines of like you said that this wasn't going on, and now her boyfriend is more or less embarrassed because it's like, oh, well, you went on Gail's interview and was like, okay, I do not have this kind of relationship with this dude, only to come to find out the relationship, not only did you have it, but it was more messy than what we even thought it would be. So now the boyfriend is somewhat embarrassed. It's like, okay, now that business is out there. I look like a fool because I was probably out there defending you, saying like, oh, she said she didn't do it. That means she didn't do it. So now he look like a fool.
A damn fool.
He just been exposed at some kind of point, and it's just that's what we talk. That's where it come out to drawing this line, relationships and all that kind of stuff. That's where it came down.
Just keep it a bean, like
just like keep it a beam, but just like that line, boy.
Hey, that is her business. That is her business. But when they're in court, that's everybody's business now.
Right. It's public business now. I mean, but also
it is public business. Once you put it out there in court and the court documents get leaked out everywhere, it's out there now. And it's just like, so we can say it's her business, but also you shouldn't have lied about it to begin with. It's like, well, fuck it. Like you shouldn't have lied about it, but now you lied about it, now it gets exposed even worse. So it's just like, now it's worse than what it could have been. Like now you're embarrassing your boyfriend, so that makes it worse on your future. Because now going forward, if she's in this relationship or even in a future relationship, now dude might have to look at her sideways and she's like, okay, I ain't do nothing with them. Because now you're gonna be like, well, you said that about Tory, and we come to find out like you was on some shady shit then. So now I got reason to not trust you when you say you ain't gonna do it going forward. Because now that shit affects your future, and that's the thing that we gotta consider when it comes to that. Yeah, it could be your business or whatever, but if you choose to lie about it, that can affect your future. Because now, but if find out 2 years down the line, oh damn, you lied about you hooked up with my friend. We were having that little spat or some shit like that. Just for an example, and it's like, damn, now that shit out there, so it's fucked up. Yeah, she's young and pretty, but she chose to be in a relationship. Being young and pretty don't change that. Like, if you in a relationship, then like lying to your partner when you don't have to is even worse than you in a relationship. Like if they just, on some regular dating stuff, or they didn't claim each other, something like that. All right, cool, fine. Teach their own. That's fine. You're in a committed relationship with somebody, that's more fucked up. Because we're going by what was said, by what she said and by what he said. He put it out there to the public that he embarrassed. Right. By the fact that her shit is out there, and she put it out there that she was to the point where she was like, I feel like I could almost, I don't want to say that. She feel like that because of like her business and stuff is out there. So it's just even worse. Rich men don't care about body count. Apparently he do. Like
Right.
give me if
Why
Fontaine
would
is
why
not
would
a
you
brother
be
that got
why would
money.
you
Like
why would you
Partisan
be
Fontaine has
embarrassed if
money.
it was
So
I'm
a
not
apparently
gonna
brother?
he
sit here
do
and
care.
speak for rich men because we don't know how all rich men feel.
You're right,
Yeah,
but I'm going by the one we just spoke, one that just put it out there that he apparently is affected by this because he's like my girl's sexual history. I feel embarrassed, so he care, and pretty sure Partisan Fontaine got money. So I'm just going by
I
what the
mean, but
one
I
man
think
said.
we also gotta get out of this notion, and we gotta stop criticizing people for like. I'm one of the people. I'm not about to inquire about your sexual history because I really don't care. But it's nothing wrong with people that do. Like, I mean, we got to stop making it seem like people are just exhibiting this wild ass behavior because they want some type of reassurance on a question that they ask. Like, I mean, if that man wants to know how many motherfuckers you had sex with, I mean, then just tell him. Like, I mean, especially if it's people that's within his space, that's within his realm. I mean, that motherfuckers that know him. Like, I mean, if I know, like, I mean, if I find out you fucked 3, 4 of my homies, I mean, through the public, that shit gonna be like, yo, what? I mean, you could have told me this, behind closed doors. Like,
Like,
I ain't
look at it, look at
find
this
this
shit,
out.
look at this shit, nigga, hush. What the fuck?
Like, no, like, just if that's a question somebody your partner wants to know, what I mean, then y'all should just have that conversation. Me personally, I'm not gonna have that conversation because I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like you a grown adult. Like, I mean, you was out here fucking. Okay, good for
Sounds
you.
good on paper.
Just don't let it be some like if I found out you was out here fucking every nigga in my friend group. You know what I mean? Then that's just crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Then I might not, I'm not dealing with you no more. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because that's just, as a man, that just make you hard. That just make it hard for you to bring your woman around everybody else, knowing that, I mean, your man's then cracked her back. Or, I mean, or every nigga you chilling in there watching the football game with know how your shorty insides feel. Like, no, like, you know what I mean? That's a no-go. Like, we not doing that. And vice versa. Don't no woman. I mean, but then again, I don't know. Maybe she might like that you slayed all her friends or something. But I'm gonna go on the record and say that she doesn't. You know what I mean? But it could be a case where some women do like that. But everybody wants to know that the person that they're with is exclusively theirs. Like, you know what I mean? Once you find out other parties, I mean, that you're involved with in some type of way had them, then it's
Changes the game.
yeah, it makes you look at them different. Like, I mean, because it's like, how am I going to look my man's in the eye and have conversations with this nigga, knowing that when he hear the macaroni and cheese, he probably thinking of my girl. Like,
Oh no,
this is crazy. You know what I mean?
not the mac and cheese.
I can't have
Ask them in their body count.
I mean, generally you can. The
Do it
thing
for
about
yourself.
it, like I think I would start with like people want like like people will lie, but that's not really the expectation that you should walk into any relationship and have. That just they're gonna lie to me about most things. You should go in with the expectation that you're gonna trust your partner. So even if they do lie, it's for your own, like it's for to not hurt you or something of that nature. So you don't really walk into any relationship to expect everybody to just lie to you for everything. Because if you do, it's not really a healthy relationship mentality to have about anything. If I'm gonna walk, like I don't really walk into any, and not just like romantic relationship, like friendships. I don't expect my friends to just lie to me about 90 to 95% of things, which I was just for the heck of it. I don't expect that. I don't expect that for relationships. I don't expect it for like work, work relationships or anything of that nature. Because it's like there's no reason to have that kind of thing. Because that's almost like a negative mindset. Just expect everybody to lie to you. Because then it's just you just out here at that point. Then when it comes to body counts, like most dudes don't really care. A lot of times they just generally don't. It's just because like most dudes don't put a lot of stake in body count, as long as it's like it's more along the lines of who it is. That a lot of dudes really have to like most dudes really ain't gonna care. Just be
It's
real with
all
you.
who.
You have like a body count, so long as it's not a nigga that they know ain't no good. Like if I know Pookie down the road, them been slaying hoes, fucking them raw, then had a STD or two, something like that shit. He don't really give a fuck about no hoes. And I know he done got to you, then he gonna feel some type of way. But if you don't put down, let's say 20 random bodies that he ain't gonna never meet in his life, he don't know about this shit. Out of sight, out of mind. He don't know him, fuck it. Shit don't matter. Just like when we were talking about co-workers, for example. Co-workers, that's fine. If I don't like, if you some dude on night shift, I ain't never met him, don't know him, probably ain't gonna never see him. Cool, he don't care. He gonna really love. But if it's morning shift, no buddy that work at food court that I talk to when I go get lunch, he'll be some type of way. He's like, dang, because now I see dude in my mind, and a lot of men are just visual like that. So if they can see dude, then it's like, dang, now like I got issues with that because now like I see dude, I know, and then it just makes them answer. It's stuff like that. So like a lot of men, it's not really the number, it's more like the who. That's right. What really gets it. So
that's how Megan, it ain't so much proximity like, of how far I am with said
because as a man, you will literally look at a woman and you find out she fucked, like as Monray said, the Pookie boy, and then you instantly like, you gave this nigga some pussy, like, and I wifed you up,
and like, I had to wait,
like, right. Like if you gave the scumbag boy pussy with ease, knowing that, and I had to jump through hoops to get it, then either that just means you don't got it for real. But also, that's just a bad jump because it's like, yo, you really gave that man some yam, and I'm the one, and I had to wife you up. This is crazy. But then that should tell you something about yourself. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm like women, I think it's more about the numbers, but just for me, it's about that who. Like for a dude, a lot of times I promise you can walk up to a lot of dudes and they'll be like, oh, I got like 50 bodies under me. It's all right, it is what it is for a lot of times, cool. But if one of them 50 bodies just happen to be like his manager from his old job, that one gonna stick with him more than the other 49. That because like it's visual, like
you speak of.
It's just like I did. Like I don't really know her last comment because that don't really make a lot of sense to me. But that's what I'm saying. Like just men are more visual. Like it's just if they personally know. If it's out of sight, out of mind, 50, 75 people he ain't gonna never meet, and it is what it is. There ain't some shit that's gonna affect him because hell he don't know. But just niggas that he know personally, or like that's why most time like the best friend. That shit damn near right. Like, if it's my homeboy, if my homeboys done had it, wifing most of the time out the question because it's just like,
right.
Shit ain't gonna never.
There's no way I'm wifing you knowing that 3-4 of my homeboys done smash. Like, no, I'm just gonna fuck too then. That's it. We just all gonna.
It ain't never about the number necessarily as much. It's about the who. That's the only thing about it. I think for women it might be more about the number more say. I think.
A lot of women, and I've learned this throughout the years, and I've actually been involved in conversations. A lot of women be turned off by male body count sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I had one girl. I wish my man's was here so he could also get in this conversation. But she literally said she can't like take any guy serious that has sex with like over 3-4 women, like 3 to 5 women. She can't take you serious. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
listen,
at that time I was trying to bag. I'm trying to bag the shorty, and when she said that, I'm like, oh well, it's a wrap for me. Cause 3 to 5, I didn't hit that mark in my first year of fucking. Like, you know what I mean? That shit is 3 to 5 is all like, come on now. Like in my prime, I could do 3 to 5 in a week. Like, like, so, to hear her say that was just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
That's what we call pro rants.
But as far as men, it's based off who. And once we find out who it is, it's like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? But if it's just some niggas like that you grew up with, you was fucking when you was in high school and all this other shit, nah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, I don't know them niggas. You know what I mean? And you was in high school back then. Like, but like I said, if it's 3-4 niggas that's within my friend group that I see all the time, then that's like, nah, man. Like,
no, it's not necessarily about like the body per se. I think just like for a lot of dudes
Shout
because
out
they're just
to
more
the
visual.
best-
It's just
best
more about
answer
the who.
before.
Like, and that's what like. So it's just more about the who. And Sugar Bum, yeah, like it's like an average of 4 for women, and for dudes it's like an average of 6. So like, yeah, it's cool for like the averages. Like I said, it's more mental for a lot of dudes, just like that visual, like seeing them. Like if I know Buddy, that like will affect them a lot more than just like random numbers of people he'll never see or some shit like that. Like it's more like, so long as it ain't like some hundreds or like 500s or some shit like that. Like it affects dudes a lot more just if they can see, if they know the person or like know of him or some shit like that. Like that would affect them a hell of a lot more than just like a random number of people he'll never see or some shit like that. And like think about it, a lot of people just tend not to ask. Like a lot, like unless it's they'll tend to ask a lot more, like to Angelica's point. Like I don't know why people ask. A lot of times people generally don't ask. Like that, or they'll come up like, hey, is there just something like you getting serious with them? Like, hey, is there some past relationship shit I need to know? Like you got like a crazy ex or some shit like that I would need to know, but not number of body count ain't really as important.
Right.
As long as it's like, is there some dangerous shit I need to know?
A conversation we're having.
I just need to make sure, like, if we go public on like Instagram, I ain't gonna have like, Jeremy, shout out to anybody named Jeremy, nothing against you. I ain't finna have like Jeremy from like 2 years ago, stalking my inbox like, hey, yo, bruh, like, Nuna's still my girl, right? I still be texting her. I still be seeing her. I know where she live at, bruh. I got my eye on you. I don't need some crazy shit like that in my inbox. That's all Buddy really don't know. I don't need no surprises. As long as there ain't no surprises like that shit, cool. Like,
no surprises. Yeah,
like,
but if you guys talking about something, I'm watching you. I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Like as long as Rodney from work,
shout to Rodney.
Like as long as Rodney from work, he ain't still sliding in on the slick some bullshit that I need. As long as there ain't some shit like that, I promise you, both dudes ain't finna give a fuck. Like they're not finna act past shit. Like as long as some shit they don't need to know, out of sight, out of mind. Like it literally is out of sight, out of mind.
To know.
We good. Like as long as ain't no random surprises. I don't need like some dude keying up my car, marking like your name and his initials and a plus sign on my fucking trunk or some shit like that. I don't need no waiting to exhale, burning clothes or some shit. Like I don't need no surprises. It's just long as ain't no surprise shit in the closet.
You need to divulge that information from the beginning.
Body is very important. Look at that attitude of women now. I think running around acting like a man is spreading your legs for every dude they meet. The 666 qualifications. Listen,
that's it. Like to that point, like
your legs that every
dude it's not as long as it's not to like majorly extreme numbers and some stuff like that. Fine, because like I said, a lot of dudes just tend not to ask. As long as a woman keeps herself relatively clean, fine. Don't just throw it all out there for every dude under the sun. Average body count is just regular body count. Fine. Like we ain't just finna go just crazy like that. Like I said, body count is important. Like as long as they just not throwing it out there, that's for anybody. It ain't just for women. As long as you're out there just slanging it, every motherfucker coming up and down the street. You ain't trying to give out the presents like it's Christmas. Cool. Like everybody ain't just really worried about the shit like that. Like they're always just saying, like just average is fine, regular live your life is fine. As long as you just slinging the shit out there and you being safe and smart and all that. It's when motherfuckers just like slanging, they throwing the cookies and slanging the peen to everybody that want to drive through a Popeyes. Like that's what we talking about. Like it
always comes back to Popeyes at the end of the day.
Yeah, like it ain't crazy like that. The 666 qualification, but that one's hilarious. But like just, as long as it's not like just slanging it like that shit, fine. Most real dudes just ain't finna ask. Like unless it's some shit they feel as though they need to know. Like it's some red flag or some dude they done saw like popping down the street. Like hey, Buddy tried to bring you lunch, at your job or some shit like that. Like that's a little bit awkward. Like just some random red flag shit that he just. 1 or 2, that about it. Like, and that's when you seriously trying to wife up a girl or something like that. If you just talking to shit, man.
Listen, you got
that shit ain't my business.
Lunch, we got a problem.
I always say, like, if you serious about the shit, fine. But if we just talking or we just exchanging relations every so often, man. But they finna ask about no shit that don't concern him, but just serious wife shit. That about it. Like, most dudes, I ain't gonna say most. Yeah, most dudes. I say most people. Most people really ain't just finna roll up. When y'all see it's like, hey, what's your body count? Like most people ain't finna go for that because that's unnecessary stress. You really don't want to know.
That's really not a question you're going to be asking all the time. Like, I mean, that's not, the body count conversation. At some point, when you in your 30s, like I am, I mean, that shouldn't be a conversation you having. Like, come on, bro. You in your 30s, she in your 30s. You should already know she been fucking. Like, I mean, like,
if that's the chick you went after,
if you don't know that, then I mean, you just oblivious. Like, well, how don't you know that somebody that's in their 30s that probably already has children is not out here having sex with people? Like, I mean, you're crazy to be thinking that every woman out here is just this pristine ass virgin that never had that never got fucked before. Like, it's not the truth. Yeah, I mean, there may your girl may have got a train ran on her a few times before, but I mean, that's just something you probably never gonna find out. Like, I mean,
you're real. You have no desire to be with a woman who is 25, been with 75 to 100 dudes and got 3 baby daddies.
25, 75 to 100 dudes is crazy. Like, I'm good. Like,
Angry Snowman is just
okay. Well, let's dissect these a little bit. So Angelica, that shit
75 to 100 bodies.
Angelica said, I remember one time this guy I met asked if we could be friends. The way he said prompted me to ask him how many women he slept with. He said, well, he paused and said, like 51 or 52. I hung it and blocked. So the 51 and 52 is first of all, it's crazy. Cause
you don't like a man with experience, Angelica? You know what I mean?
Have you listened to these very discussions?
Yes, because I'm actually
on TikTok. I would love to get on TikTok. By the way, we need.
What I would say, I've heard a lot of different discussions about it. What I would say to try to blub a little bit of all of them together. A lot of times, unless the person gives off the portrayal or the feeling or the persona of being out there, like so you brought up one example, like somebody who got like 3 baby daddies and shit like that. Okay, then you look at that kind of mindset and be like, okay, you don't really have a good sexually responsible mindset if you got 3 baby daddies out here, some shit like that. Like somebody that's like giving out the portrayal that they out there in them streets, then yeah, you're gonna have like body count questions or like sexual responsibility questions about them. But somebody who doesn't really portray that kind of mindset or portray that kind of thing about themselves, they carry themselves well, they don't got no baby mama, baby daddy drama issues, stuff like that. You like even Angelica said, like the way that he asked her to be friends, like he gave off that feeling like, okay, he just out there like that. So that's why that prompted her to ask him. If he hadn't given off that kind of feeling, then most time he wouldn't.
Don't worry, when we get that 1K, like we on TikTok. Don't worry, we gonna live.
Like it's certain things like that, but a lot of times you just ain't finna. Like if you randomly dating a woman and she seems fine, she seems wholesome, things of that nature, you haven't seen really any red flags. A lot of times you ain't just gonna bust out and just be like, "All right, baby girl, what's your body count?" Because a lot of times you just that's not gonna really come into most times your mindset unless they putting off that feeling that there's something that you should need to know. It's just a lot of times it just don't tend to come up a lot of times. Like it's in my opinion, because unless you're specifically dating with the mindset. Like, and it is possible because it might be Angry Snowman might be of this type of thinking that okay, if I want to have a kind of wife, my wife does not need to have no more than like 20 bodies, something like that. And if you have that kind of mindset for your wife, then yeah, you're going to be specifically looking for women that fit those criteria. Or so like when he was saying like women be looking for people of the 6'6" men mantra that they have, like 6 feet 6 inches, stuff like that. So unless they're specifically looking for those requirements, and you're a bit more like free-minded to just, okay, I'm just going to wing it or I'm just going to look out and see about people and just I'm going to judge it as I come across them, then a lot of times you're not going to really just bust out and be like, okay, what's your body count? Like, unless you specifically look for a bare minimum body count, like I need somebody that ain't got no more than 10.
How about come on your own Blur Cartel shows?
Like, so a lot of times it's like, if you ain't specifically looking for somebody of like 10, 6'6", if I remember right, I think it's a man that's at least 6 feet, that makes at least 6 figures and got at least 6 inches down packing. If I remember right, in the Angry Snowman, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's it. They gotta be at least 6 feet, make 6 figures, and got 6 inches.
Now, who told you that?
I think that's the mindset. I think that's what it is, if I'm wrong.
I want to be that guy tonight. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna tell nobody that they can't look for what they want to look for. But these niggas that's making
try to tapping no capping on for the proof.
these niggas that's out here making 6 figures is not looking for you. Okay, if you got multiple baby daddies, 70 to 100 bodies, like my man Snowman said, ain't no 6-figure man looking for you. Like, I'm just gonna keep it.
You got it right.
I can respect it. I can respect that, Angus, man, because I know the mentality. Because like at least even one child, that's a whole nother dude with potential problems coming down the line. Of child might not look at you and I done seen horror stories of child get to like 16, 17, 18, spend more time with natural dad, don't look at you like natural father. You don't get to walk your daughter down the aisle that you done raised for you. I done seen the horror stories, Angus, no man. I promise you, I done seen them. But it's just like, so I can understand that mindset. Like, no kids, and you just want to start your own natural family. I promise you I done seen it. So I feel you. I understand. I feel you. Nah, I ain't okay with saying. I'm just saying I've been in
the high value man
arguments, multiple schools of thoughts of a lot of this kind of stuff. So I generally try to be open-minded and just receive different informations, pick through it, and try to get an understanding. So I understand Angry Snowman. I promise you I understand the no kids. I'm with it. I got you. Because then, like, I feel you. Like, because a lot of times they got multiple baby daddies. Like, okay, look, so that means they just take 2 baby daddies. They got 2 baby daddies. I mean, that's 2 other brothers that's finna be in your girl life for life. Like, you can't get rid of them because they got a child in that house. They word over their child means more than yours most times because they the natural father. They got special privileges.
Trash in the bedroom.
I'm not. If she trash in the bedroom, we ain't gonna last.
You know what I mean? Woman inexperienced school. See,
that's why I said I like experienced pussy. I said
he likes experience. You can be experienced, and I don't know. Experience is like a mixed bag. It is a mixed bag. Down south, I'm not gonna put my location out there. Craig just messaged me. I'll tell you. But
if you trash in the bedroom is crazy. If you just want to do missionary,
I'll message you and let you know.
I need you sit on my face. I need you to do all. Can I get the extra shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like,
because
if you trash and you just like gonna be on your back and just like, this ain't it. I'm gonna get a quick let this go to bed.
If you just want to lay there and take dick, I'll just buy a prostitute for that.
Buy a prostitute is crazy.
But see, that's why I like experience. There are some experienced people that don't got many bodies, and there are some people that got a ton of bodies and don't know what the fuck to do in the bedroom.
Vanilla sex.
I'm looking like
put your leg on their shoulders.
I know that.
Get power drive. Get face fucked. Just like, you gotta switch it up sometimes, and don't do it on just your birthday. I know you just want to get railed and whored out. But it happens.
Like,
we just like sex, folks. I mean, sex is sex, but also if you could spice it up in the bedroom, spice it up. Like if we having sex 7 days in a week, if we have sex 6 out of those 7 days, and all 6 of those days it's just missionary, it's crazy.
That's nuts. Dress like Kikyo and I'll dress like Inuyasha, and we're gonna have some balcony. Do something. Okay. Do something crazy.
We're not gonna shame Vanilla City. Like, if you somebody and
you're shaming somebody, y'all like dress up as Lois Lane, I'm busting in this bitch like fucking Superman, and I'm gonna put out the fire and then blow out your back.
We're not worried about him and his extreme cosplay thing.
What do you mean?
Let me get these 2 comments.
Extreme cosplay motion.
Let me get these 2 comments.
Second cosplay motion. We're gonna look at the anal beads and figure out they could go up.
Come in there dressed like okay. So I can do things.
Like I can get you Angry Snowman for like the first one. I understand like bonding with a child ain't I feel you on that. But Angelica, we're not gonna shame vanilla sex. Because like if you somebody that just likes the 3 basic, I'll say 3 basic. You like her on top, doggy style and missionary, and that's your shit. Fine. Everybody ain't for a finger up the ass. Everybody ain't for some slapping or some handcuff. Everybody ain't for this shit. I get it. Everybody that's seen 50 Shades of Grey and think they can go for the shit. Everybody can't go for this shit. I feel you. Everybody ain't for this shit. I got you on this. So we're not gonna shame vanilla sex, but I will say that doing the same thing over and over again can get sterile. So, sometimes throwing in a 4th position ain't necessarily a bad idea. It ain't bad idea, Like dog whistle, like
you know what I mean? It's like,
But I would
yo,
say, like,
I can't be like night 6, night 5 out of the nights we doing it. It's like, oh well, missionary again.
Let's get
I'm not
some
I know there
listen.
are people out there that
Let's get some
them
choke.
tried and
Let's get
true
some ass
3.
slapping.
That's
You
them for
know,
like 20
let's get some
years.
cream pies going on. What are we
Like,
talking?
listen, if it gets the
The
job
tried
done,
and
it
true
gets the
3.
job done.
Sometimes there's people for 20 years. I'm not finna knock them for what they like.
Let's get the screwdriver going. Let's get some pretzel style going. Let's get some you know what I'm saying, Eiffel Tower. Well, no, Eiffel Towers. And I want niggas.
Oh no, I ain't
you know,
but like
I'm just
we
saying.
freaks. I get we freaks. Everybody, 100% of the world is not freaks. Like I've accepted that. There are just some people in the world. Just get them they basic 3 for 20 years. That's their life. They cool
That's
with
what I'm
it.
saying.
Everybody ain't for
some
choking.
toes. What are we
Shame
doing?
on you, Atazuku. Everybody's not for choking.
Ain't no shame on him.
Everybody ain't even for cosplay. Everybody ain't cam want to relive Kikyo and Inuyasha and shit. Everybody ain't freaking cam. Like I'll tell you right now.
I'm dressed as a Green Goblin. You're gonna be Gwen Stacy. I'm gonna threaten to drop you off the bed if you give me the yams. That's what I'm saying.
Like Atazuku, I promise you, everybody in the world is not a
wonderful time to me.
Everybody's not a freak. I would say majority of them are. I would say the majority. I would say the vast majority.
Angelica, that is
come to the understanding and have met. There are just
Monray, when the last time you had vanilla sex, Monray? Because you talking all this bullshit. I just want to let you know.
No, I'm just saying. I understand.
No, you don't understand. When the last time you had vanilla sex? That's all I'm saying.
When I lost my virginity. Like, but we ain't gonna talk about
that. So
this.
shut the fuck up.
No, I'm saying no. That's not the point. Me, I am not the vanilla person, but I have met people, and I know people
you throwing on the camp for them. I didn't just shut the hell up.
No. I know people that's just they shit. Like it is what it is.
That ain't our shit.
That is not ours. But we are not the only people. The world is not full of Hollywood Sensei, Amazing Spider Cam, and Jingle Her Bell.
Well,
the world is not full of us.
The hell up then.
Okay. It's not full of us. There are some people that they just
need
they missionary and they doggy style and her on top for about 2 minutes and they set for the week. Like I'm just telling you, it's just that's like
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
No, like that's like us saying that everybody in the world has a high sex drive. That shit's just not true.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about switching up the rotation. That's all we're talking about.
Switch up some positions. You know what I mean? Just switch it up, man.
Be real.
I mean,
everybody in the world ain't free. Everybody in the world ain't got a high sex drive.
Listen, I'm not saying everybody got to make these. Everybody got to drop in and give me 50 knees, but we could switch up some positions.
Yeah, you can. I'm telling you, there are people in the world that are perfectly fine.
Tire up, hand. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying is put some adobo on the sex life. Put some sriracha on there. Put some, you know what I mean?
Put a little sriracha spice in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's y'all that want to add the sauce and shit. Like I'm just saying.
Yeah. Aren't you tired of
dressed up, man? Like let me come in there dressed up like Pootie Tang. You know what I mean? You dress up like Biggie Shorty. You know what I mean? Come on, like
Biggie Shorty is crazy.
Specifically made to believe that chasing the box was. See, those once you break it down, only the people that only find value in things other than like themselves or like only find value in sex are the ones that ascribe to that kind of mentality. Actually, society sometimes say that because they like magnifying people in media that have a lot of sex, sure. But like once you come to like an actual really good, solid, mature mindset, you understand that you can find value in your life on your own. Like the amount of body that you got under you don't really ascribe to like any kind of real manhood or something like that. It's just the amount of bodies that you got. It just is what it is. But like once you come to the mindset that you can find value in yourself or find value in the shit that you do in your life, man. Like chasing the box. Matter of fact, chasing is overrated anyway. I ain't gonna chase shit. Like once you get to that mindset that chasing already ain't even the shit anyway. What I'm gonna chase for? Like
that's crazy.
I ain't gonna chase. No, I go after what go after me. Like what would you do if you spending your life finding value in chasing? Oh, you done lost already, fam. Because that means you're going after something that's trying to stay away from you.
All right, listen, real quick for the people that's watching. If you haven't already, just go to Blur Cartel on YouTube and subscribe. This is daily. We do this every week. I'm just saying. This is daily conversations. We're trying to figure out what is these niggas out here doing? What is these women out here doing?
See, Angelica, I'm with you. Everybody should be welcome to enjoy pleasure, whether it's vanilla or whether it's extreme,
Nigga, put
BDSM with chains, whips, and handcuffs.
women can be niggas too. Put your fucking leg on his shoulders.
Now look,
get power drives into the fucking pillow. Like
I ain't for that. I know the position you're talking about. I had one of these folks in my group chat share that picture. It's not for me, fam. I can't.
Now it's not for you,
bro. I can't do it, fam.
Fucking Christ.
Look, I'm a freak, and I'm sure we're all freaks, and I'm sure there are some things, including people in this chat. Everybody got their certain amount of freakiness or whatever. Fine, cool. I'm pretty sure there are things on all of our lists.
So hold on.
That we ain't doing.
I asked you when the last time you had vanilla. When the last time you just slutted out of John, just like you just leave her on the bed, face down, ass up, and you just like, yo, you okay? You need some water. You need a towel.
I cannot incriminate myself on like
you have to incriminate yourself. Come ask
the hell I do. But
this is locker room talk.
The hell I do is I can incriminate myself and say how recent that most likely was. Just know it's probably recent. But we're not gonna say it. Like we're not saying it.
Angry Snowman, we appreciate you. Shout out to you and your comments.
I'm not finna incriminate
ass out here.
I'm gonna say about November, and then I mean, next month there's it's gonna be some slutting out going on. I'll tell you that.
That was recent.
Shout out to next month.
I know there are things on our list that we not gonna do. I know I got some shit I ain't gonna do. Like just.
What are you not doing? You eating ass next month, Hollywood? What are we doing?
Of course. Yeah, man. That's not even question. That's not even a question right there.
Shout out to him eating ass. I appreciate that. Mara, you eating ass?
Look,
on your next encounter, are you eating ass?
No, because I only eat ass of somebody that's finna do.
All right, so you're a coward.
That's not some shit I'm finna do for any random female. I forget all that. Like if I eat ass. She ain't leaving. Like that's when I pull the crazy card out. Like you not leaving. Like you have me whipped to you for life. That's it. Like if I go down there, so she not leaving now another day. She gonna have me in her phone. I'm being her hair. I'm being her purse. I'm being her shoes. I'm being her tie. The shit over with. Like it's over with because that cannot leave.
I'm a freak for the right person. That's all it is. Nothing too crazy.
The whole sack lunch. What you mean, bro? I'm good.
Listen, I'm eating that. All right,
I'll take the nice and juicy peach right there. I'm good with that. I don't even need what I'm gonna call it. I don't need the kiwi after. Like I'm good with the right there. If I gotta go for the kiwi afterwards, that means that lunch is mine for life. I ain't never leaving the lunch again.
I'm probably sucking them, John. I ain't gonna.
You sucking toes?
I ain't against it, but like if I eat the kiwi, she ain't leaving.
So hold on, Mare. What do you dive into first? The feet or the ass? I'm just asking.
Oh, hell yeah, I love to get. Listen, I love to choke and be choked. So you listen. Put your hands around my goddamn neck right now.
I'm shaking hands with Hollywood Sensei.
I haven't been choked out yet.
I'm shaking hands with Hollywood Sensei right there. Now I don't know.
You better choke me, girl. I ain't playing them fucking games with you.
Me and Hollywood
put your hands around my neck.
That my boy.
We're gonna choke each other. Restrict my air. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like I can't do toes. Toes now. I will not touch now. No toes will never come in my mouth. I don't mind touching. Toes never come in my mouth.
I don't know, man. Like, cause I said I wasn't never doing that shit. You know what I mean? And then I found myself like, oh, okay.
Found yourself in the predicament.
I found myself doing it, and I was like, you know what? This ain't that bad.
Shout out to giving head promises. You just getting that immaculate head and you just start promising shit you didn't know you had. I'm gonna give you that good credit. I'm gonna give you that house on the hill. I'm gonna give you that white picket fence. I'm gonna give you that dog that I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't like toes, but whatever. Actually, I'm not gonna recant what I said. For the right person, yeah, I can like whatever. So I'm just saying. I'm not a foot guy. But if you're the right person,
listen, I didn't know I was a foot. I mean, and that's the thing about sex. Like, I mean, this is what I want to say.
Like, you nutting on some toes? Mara, you nutting on some toes?
Yeah, I bust on them.
Oh, I nut anywhere. Just like
you nut anywhere.
No toes.
Bro, hold on. If he done, all right, so I gotta know that before we log off, right? I just need to know the priority. It's like I like to say I'm busting in it, not next to it. So if you're busting next to it, what's next to it? Like, what's the first thing you just aiming towards? The toes, ass, feet, thighs, face. Like, it's just
I
like
mean,
whatever's
I'm
in proximity.
if I'm hitting from the back and her ass right there, I'm just gonna nut on the cheek. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna tell her like, "You, I'm about to bring that face here." You know what I mean? And I'm just right on there, right? You know what I mean? She just gonna catch the facial. You know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying, listen to Angelica's comment. I'm not paying for your nails to get done for just seeing your nails. Open the asshole up. Let me see that. You know what I mean? You know, just if I'm paying for your nails to get done, I need to see the extra. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, come on now. I'm paying for your hands to get done. You ain't gonna pop your asshole open. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's wild. That's
What are
wild.
we doing?
If you ain't gonna do it, if you ain't gonna do that.
If I'm paying for your toes to get done, you ain't gonna pop that pussy open. Like, what are we doing? What are you doing? I'm wasting my money. That was a waste of some change right there. What are we doing? But you know, main spot can't hear AK and say AK busting and knocks next to it. Just saying. Mare Vanilla Sex is over here, just promoting
When
it.
did I lie and say that? Because I'm
You're
not
defending
hating on
them.
people that do vanilla sex.
You're defending those heathens.
To each their own.
Fuck them.
Like y'all, it's to each their own. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on them for what they like. To each
Shout
their
out
own.
Tazuku. What's going on, brother?
To each their own.
Any wisdom you want to input to it?
Brother, what the fuck is y'all talking about?
I don't know.
Listen, I'm just saying, if I'm paying for your manicure to get done, spread your asshole open. If I'm paying for your pedicure to get done, spread that pussy open. That's all I'm saying. Nothing crazy.
Basic requirement. I mean,
right, brother. This is a nightmare on the other end. Okay, like I can't say any of the things I want to say. There should be like 5 violations. Yeah, why they gotta be heathens? That's what I'm saying. Like, Lord,
That's what he's saying.
For the missionary, fuck them.
No, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
Since there had to be a violation, I'll do it for myself.
That's
he's
all we
like,
needed.
if you got a man in your life, send that man a picture now. Go to the bathroom, spread that. You know what I mean? Send that man a picture.
Spread that asshole.
Send that man a picture.
Your nails are done. Not no chip shit.
I know somebody that just got their nails done. I need that picture. You know what I mean?
Hey, don't send me no picture
I
of no
need that
nails.
on my phone ASAP. Before I go to sleep tonight, I better see it.
I don't want no picture of no nails.
Nah, yeah, I don't care about the nails. It's the other part that's in the picture that I care about.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
Send me cheeks, coochie, titties, or a combination of all of the above. Or your face, because that's most likely where I'm aiming. I'll take any of the sort.
Myron Hudson, Jingle Her Bells. We can find you at besides Make It Make Sense on Saturdays.
You already know Make It Make Sense on Saturday, 7:30-ish every Saturday, whether it be here, Blurred Cartel, over on 99 Media, representing all of them. I appreciate y'all for joining us. Thank you so much for the sub, Angry Snowman II. We appreciate you. We're going to be here. I am Monray Hudson. Find me everywhere it says Monray Hudson, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I am all over. I'll be a part of everything. Otherwise, Make It Make Sense on Saturdays, 7:30-ish. We talking over whatever is trending in the media. Most likely going to be some more Megan Stallion and whatever ghetto mess she going to be going on this dang trial. We still got 4 more days. Whatever else happens over the week, you know you'll find it on Make It Make Sense. Appreciate that.
Angry Snowman. We appreciate the sub. We get we talk about all this and some anime, some sports, some music, some wrestling. We talk about all of it.
Yep, just like Jalen Hurts. We don't know if he's gonna be in there for that Cowboys game because he sprained his shoulder.
And I wish they would have had a guy named Nick Foles that they just but
shout out Nick Foles.
Oh, boy, we're not talking about that.
Angela, you've been here like 20 minutes. Stop lying. Hollywood Sensei, we can find you at. Well, you got Culture Watch. You got Hollywood. You got more stuff. You got
tomorrow. Culture Watch probably. I mean, unless my boy BMT Creative Solutions Therapist Sheena, shout out to them. If they gonna run it, I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm not going to be available for the Culture Watch. But I will be available for that roundtable on Wednesday. This Thursday, I'll also be available for What It Sound Like. We are doing a Christmas, in the spirit of Christmas, we are doing a Christmas song tournament to see who will be crowned the best Christmas song. Yeah,
Right here.
you know, Donnie Hathaway this Christmas will win. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to let you know that. You know what I mean? And we doing that. Welcome to Hollywood is back this Saturday. I had to work last Saturday, so I couldn't do it.
I don't know where BMT at, but we held it down.
Yeah, BMT is somewhere doing BMT thing. But yeah, it's Hollywood Sensei, Sensei the Blurred Cartel, CEO status. You already know. Follow the Blurred Cartel on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I mean? Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts for your listening needs. You know what I mean? And as I said, this Thursday on What It Sound Like, come fuck with us. We are doing the Christmas song tournament. You know what I mean? So
Christmas song tournament is going to be crazy. I might have to pull up on that one. I don't know. But
Mariah Carey may win. It may be the Temptations. I don't know.
Outside is frightful. Let it snow.
All I know is Silent Night and Boys to Men ain't top 3. Your whole list is sponsored.
If this Christmas does not make it to the finals, somebody's gonna have to slapbox me off camp. That's all I'm.
Let it snow this Christmas. Rudolph and Red-Nosed Reindeer. Let's get the semis ready.
You know what I mean? All I want for Christmas is you. You know what I mean? Because listen, I eat the groceries. You know what I mean? No hesitation. You know what I mean?
I got that little text that saying you ain't pay for my nails. Oh, stop. I'll pay for them.
Oh, it is already. Somebody finna get ready to jingle some bells tonight.
No, I ain't. I may get some Ready Player One action, but whatever the case may be. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody watching. Everybody watching.
Send that man a video tonight. You know what I mean?
Well, that'll defeat the purpose. You got to get the nails done first, and then
send that man a video tonight, fellas. If you know your girl a freak, send her a video. You know what I mean? Or follow on Messenger and just you know what I mean. It's a liberating experience. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow I'll be on Bay Chan talking about OFs, talking about the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans debacles going on. Other than that, roundtable. End of the year, hopefully we're talking about the best of anime 2022, stuff like that. So, we'll get there. Don't forget Spotify, Google Podcasts, Deezer. We all over the place with that. So, other than that, we out of here. Hopefully, none of that football game get niggas in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that. We out of here. This is Locker Room Talk. Shout out to GS Baby. Shout out to BMT. Shout out to Overall 99 Media. Oh, yeah. And anybody that wants to join one of our shows, just got to inbox us. Just let us know that you want in. Talk about the topic. Whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram.
Listen, if anybody you want to reach out to the Blurred Cartel, you can reach out to us through our Facebook.
The links will be in the comments of the video when it's posted.
Email blurredcarteltv@gmail.com if you want to.
TV@gmail.com. You want to email us to try and get on the show. Just let us know. I'm gonna be promoting the shows all 2023. If you want to hop on and just talk, stick on topic. We appreciate it. But we out of here. We appreciate everybody for watching. If you sub to the page, we appreciate it. It was free. They ain't waste no energy. You know what I'm saying? All the content is there. Fuck with us. Let's get to 250 by the end of the year.
Oh yeah.